We are the Breakfast Club. It's Friday, so you know what that means.
It's Freaky Friday.
Swallow, please.
Man, shut up, man.
Swallow.
Shut up.
You shouldn't be talking like that.
I did swallow. I'm drinking a protein shake, too. Could you get to the topic at hand and let Yee lead, please? Could you let Yee lead? I think you should let Yee lead on this one.
Well, Envy was so excited about this. I want him to do it.
Go ahead, Yee. Go.
You were talking, Envy, about Kim Kardashian. And
boy.
the fact that she wanted to have sex with Pete Davidson, and she didn't think she would be in a full-blown relationship. Here's what she said.
Everyone was at my after party. Does not give me the time of day. So a few days later, I called the producer at SNL and I was like, hey, do you have Pete's number? And they were like, yeah. And I text him. I wasn't even thinking like, oh my God, I'm gonna be in a relationship with him. I was just thinking like, heard about this BDE, need to get out there. Like I need to just like jumpstart I was just basically DTF.
So what is the question, Yee?
Now, Envy, you said this happened to you before.
No,
you heard
I
a
did
guy
not.
had a
Do
big
not
penis.
do that.
She said you heard a guy had a big penis and you was down to fornicate. DTF.
Yes.
Listen, I think this is dope. Number one, I think this is dope just because, she's a grown-ass woman. So grown-ass women should be able to make those kind of decisions if they want to and, not be labeled for it. And I just think it's dope that, you can have such a Carfax on your penis that a woman would be like, I need to go get some of this. And this is why they say don't talk about your man or some guy you like around other women, right, Yee?
Yeah, some people say they would never, ever talk about how great their man is because then that makes other women want him.
So clearly, this is going on in them streets. They've been hearing about Pete in them streets and, Kim need to get some of that street meat.
I can't think of anybody I ever had sex with that one of my friends did before and told me that they did because I feel like girl code-wise, that's not the right thing to do. But I have heard of guys whose penises are so small that you're told to stay away.
So hold on, girls don't share that information or girls don't be like, yo, you should go get that because, he packing and he
Now, I will say
pounding
on lip service, there have been some guys that have been passed around with some of the women that have been on the show like, oh, yeah, I heard this. Oh, yeah, he was good. Girl, you need to get it.
I respect it.
Because those be the guys that nobody's in a serious relationship with.
I respect it. Smut these niggas out.
But I would say more often we hear about guys like, let me tell you, his penis was terrible. Don't even do it. We hear that more than we
And what
hear.
about you, Charlamagne?
What about me?
You and Pete Davidson are close.
That's my guy. I love him.
Okay.
What about it?
I'm just asking. Is that your guy because you heard about his big D energy?
He's like, I want to be friends with him.
No.
That's my friend.
Well, first of all,
talk about my friend.
First of all,
Slid in them DMs. Hey, friend.
Yep.
Me and Pete been friends for about a decade now. So I met Pete when he was like 16.
Inches?
Okay.
So he was
Oh God, shut up.
Teen D energy.
When he was
all
like
right.
16, when he first came on Guy Code. So I've been knowing Pete a long time.
How long?
Long time.
Okay.
All right, you knew him 16 inches. A long
Pull
time.
that ass up. Hello, who's this?
Didn't go how he thought.
Hello?
Good morning.
Hey, good morning. What's your name?
My name is Kim.
Talk to us, Kim. You been in this situation before?
Oh, your name is Kim also.
Yes, I have, and I actually consulted my mom. I was with the guy. We dated briefly, and we were at his house, and we were about to. And that thing unfolded like a surprise, like ta-da. And I was like, I gotta use the bathroom. I called my mom in the bathroom, and she was like, don't do it, baby girl, don't do it. So it's sort of bittersweet because the guy later passed away.
Oh, my gosh.
And when I tell you, my mom went to the funeral with me. I ain't never seen so many chicks that was crying over a man touching the casket.
So hold on.
Like, they weren't afraid to ride the ride. I said, Mom, I just couldn't do it.
I get what you're saying.
It was too big.
The man's penis was too big.
Right.
Yes.
So when the man pulled it out, she ran in the bathroom and called her mom.
How old are you?
Right now, I'm 48, but this happened like when I was in my 30s.
I can't imagine calling my mom from the bathroom and being like,
Oh,
Mom,
yeah.
what should I do?
So what excuse did you make when you came back out?
Because I thought it was a deformity, honestly. I was afraid.
What if your mom would have been like, go for it?
So
You'd have
Oh,
did it?
no. She knew I wouldn't. I'm telling you.
let me ask you a question.
Angela, I'm serious.
Did you look at your daddy different after that?
What?
What are you talking?
Because clearly he regular as hell. He ain't, she
Now,
ain't
let me-
scared.
let
She
me
wasn't
ask
scared
you-
of that at all.
Now, let me ask you this.
Ladies, do not do it.
How big was it, though, if you had to compare it, or how many inches would you say this deformity was?
It was by far the biggest thing I've ever seen in my life. It was so delicious. I thought it was a deformity.
So how did
I was really sincerely frightened.
How did you leave the bathroom after he's naked? You went in there to get ready. How did you just leave from that?
I got sick. I was like, I just don't feel good. I just did not feel good. I was like, nope, I gotta go home.
You should have been honest. Like, I'm sorry, that's too big.
How did he die?
Oh, we never did anything. He knew. I'm sure he knew what was happening.
It happens all the time.
How did he die, man?
No, sadly, he had an aneurysm. He was putting a sock on and had an aneurysm.
Wow.
That's crazy.
Yeah, he was a really sweet person. He was an architect that drew, he drew the manuals. He drew car parts for the manuals.
Well, rest in peace. There's a lot of sad ladies.
God bless that brother, man.
Absolutely.
I know y'all thinking, like, does he need his...
Look at that, Charlamagne.
Look at what?
Come on, guys, not here.
800.
Shut up, man. It's a goddamn Hanes commercial on, and he telling me to look at that. You need to stop, bro. You gotta cut this out.
585-1051. We're talking Kim Kardashian. All right, now, Kim Kardashian said she heard about Pete's Big D energy and just wanted to DTF.
I don't think that's how that. You don't just want a DTF, right? You got to be.
She was DTF.
Yeah, you DTF. Yeah, there you
know
go.
what I mean. All right, we'll talk about it when we come back to the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
Today.
Now, if you just joined us, we're talking about Kim K and Pete Davidson. What happened, Yee?
This all came from envy.
It did not.
You were amazed at how big you said you heard that Pete's penis is, and Kim Kardashian
Liars
said that she was DTF when she heard about it.
That's fly, though. That is fly to be a man, to have that kind of Carfax out there, to have those kind of words being spoken about you when you're not around. It's about what people say about you behind your back. Right. You know what I mean?
Yeah. What else behind your back?
I'm just saying. That's great.
Y'all will never know.
I will never know. I have an average penis from the 1900s.
Let's go to the phone line.
If you're born in 1978, you got an average penis.
I was born in the 1900s. I was actually born in 1990, sir.
Oh, 1990. Okay, you might have one of those deformities then.
Oh my goodness. So what happened with you, bro?
I just want to let y'all know I'm very offended by this conversation right now. I'm super offended.
Why?
Because I have an average penis.
So do me. So do
well,
I.
Why are
brother.
you on this line then, sir? We're not talking about
Well, first of all,
because I'm telling y'all, I'm offended. I'm offended y'all having this conversation.
Well, write a letter or something.
Right? Write a letter. Average size people out there, okay?
Y'all know I'm triggered by big penis conversations. I was gonna ask him what his size was because I want a lot of people to know that you may think you have an average penis, but average in America is between 5.1 and 5.5 inches.
Yeah, and average is always relative to the whole, you know?
Yeah, mine is 7 inches, 3/4, 8 when it's warm. So I'm like around this time of year, I'm 8 inches.
Hello,
I'm solid.
Hey, this is Renee from Virginia.
Hey, Renee.
And now, have you had this problem, Renee?
I wouldn't actually call it a problem. I think it was more, I would think it would be more revenge. There was a guy that I worked with, and he was bragging about how big he was. He was a small guy. He was probably about maybe 5'7", very slim.
It always works that way.
And I heard that small guys was pretty big.
All the small, slim guys. Shout out to y'all.
Yep. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to put it to the test. So I invited him over. We did the thing. And it was, I got D down very well. And when we got back to work the next day, I said, you know what? The ultimate revenge would be to ignore him.
Why did you need revenge?
Because he kept bragging
about how he tore your ass up. That's what he was bragging about. He tore your ass up.
Though, right?
You
tapped out.
No. He wasn't. He didn't say anything the next day. I'm talking about when we were at work. He would just, brag on his manhood.
Oh, I got you.
So I was assuming, maybe there's some sort of insecurities there. So we did it. The next day when we got to work, I was like, hey, good morning, how are you? That was it. It blew his mind. I messed up his ego.
And you never did it again?
Nope.
Ma'am,
he was sweating me, and I blew him off. I knew it messed him up.
You blew him off, all right. He still has a big ego. Regardless of if you ignored him or not, he still got a big ego.
I'm sure he does. I mean, why would it go away, after one night? But it just blew his mind that I just brushed him off and I didn't do it again.
I just want y'all to know that a lot of these big D dudes don't know how to use it, though.
How do you know?
That's what I hear.
I'm sorry to hear that. You had a bad experience?
Yeah, definitely had a bad experience.
Y'all know I'm triggered by big penises. I hate these kind of conversations.
Well, see, back then I was in my 20s. I'm in my 50s now. So back then in our 20s, he really wasn't, doing it like he should have been.
Exactly. That's right.
Right. I will say a lot of
Thank you,
guys
Mama.
with big penises aren't necessarily the best in bed.
There we go. Now we getting some truth out here.
Because
average size penises are the
sometimes they
best.
think they don't really have to do much. It's just big. You're supposed to be hype
penis
about it.
is like the baby bear's parts.
Yeah.
It's just right.
You swabbing nostrils.
What?
All right. Well, it's Freaky Friday. Y'all are crazy, man. We
We got time to take one more. That's it.
Do you?
One more. What size you want it?
Yo, man, what's up with y'all? Man?
What's up with you?
What's up with
What's
y'all?
the moral
Y'all
of the
know
story,
I'm talking
little
about the
man?
goddamn phone.
Hold on. Charlamagne wants to take one more.
What's the moral of the story, little man?
There's no goddamn moral to this story, okay? Fuck all these big dick people. That's what the moral of the story is. Except for Pete. That's my guy.
If you want to F them all right.
Don't nobody want to hear that. Can you imagine
No.
young woman talking like that about another man? What do you do? And a man can't go get no DDL. There's nothing you can do about your penis size. You are stuck with what you stuck with.
You want a hug, bro? You want a hug?
I don't want no hug.
All right.
Okay.
We got rumors on the way?
Yeah. We're going to talk about new music because it is Friday.
All right. We'll get into that next. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.